Have you ever tried to deliver an informative speech to a crowd people? Did you make them happy? Did they listen? Did they learn? Good morning, everyone. This is again Professor Jim Pagalilawan, and I will be teaching you on how to write or deliver an informative speech. By the way, what is an informative speech? So it says here that informative speech communicates knowledge and understanding about the process, an event, a person or a place, an object or a concept. So definitely when you are going to deliver a speech, particularly when you are going to inform, you are sharing them a knowledge, an understanding about the process or an event. Okay, so it can be also a person, it can be a place, it can be an object, and even a concept. Another thing is that informative speakers share what they know or have reached or researched, okay, to familiarize an audience with a topic. Okay, so an audience wants to needs to understand. So definitely when a person is delivering an informative speech, he or she has already learned about these things, about the subject matter. Or in other words, he or she has already researched or familiarized already the subject matter before delivering it to the audience. Because when you are going to deliver a speech, you make sure by yourself that you know something about it. Okay, do not speak over the people if you do not know about the subject matter. Okay, you remember that your objective here, your main objective here is to inform the people about a certain topic. Okay, so we have here, of course, the type of informative speeches. Okay, so we have two kinds of or types of informative speeches. Number one is the expository speech and the process speech. So when we say the expository speech, okay, we use also this in writing. Okay, we have expository writing. Okay, but however, because this is a speaking engagement, we have also to learn on how we are going to deliver an expository writing or expository speech. Okay, so what does it mean? It gives an information about a specific topic. Okay, when you are going to write this or when you are going to deliver a speech regarding this particular topic, okay, you are just focusing about this one. For example, the COVID-19. This is a specific topic. Okay, do not go beyond this topic. Do not add some other topics that would mislead your subject matter. Next, we also have the process speech. Okay, that explains how to do something, how to make something, or how something works. Okay, so we have many. If you go to YouTube, there are many tutorials about how to make food, how to do this thing, and then there are actually many examples of this. Okay, we will go through as we discuss them one by one. So how are we going to choose a topic? Of course, we have to select a topic you are interested in and know something about. You cannot speak about something if you do not know about it. Make sure that when you are going to deliver a speech, you know already or you have already familiarized so that you will not be misled as you speak over the people. Okay, so there are examples of expository here. We have the cliff dwellings of the Anasazi, and then cartoon images in America pop culture, and then clothing of the 70s in the US. Okay, there are actually you can make your own topic aside from these presented examples, just like the resurrection of Jesus Christ, the death of Jesus Christ. Those are specific topic. Okay, which actually falls into expository speech. Okay, so you can make a speech over these topics. Okay, however, if you can suggest one, or if you think something that interests you, of course you can do it. Okay. um we also have the process speech examples. Okay, so this is already what I have presented to you earlier, that there are many tutorials from the YouTube, okay, which you can definitely appeal on, or you can definitely have a grasp of knowledge, okay, about the process, okay, how to use a powder drill, how to make an origami flowers, and then how to prepare a healthy snacks. Okay, this will fall into vlogs. Okay, how, or you may also consider how to prepare a persuasive speech or an informative speech. Those things, or those subject matters, will fall into the process speech. Okay, we also have here the general purpose. So when we are going to come up with speeches, there are actually objectives. Okay, but we have to focus on the general purpose first. Okay, so your very main purpose here is to inform your audience, okay, about something. Okay, it's up to you already what is that subject matter. You can decide by yourself, and then your specific purpose relates to your topic and the two specific information you want to convey. Okay, again, um, your purpose, or your specific purpose, relates to your topic. Okay, do not, as what I said a while back, do not go beyond your topic. Okay, you can use of another springboard which will back up your topic, but do not add topics that are far away from your main topic. Okay, so that your audience will not be misunderstood by what you are trying to say, or what you are trying to convey. Next, we also have the examples of the specific purposes. For an expository speech, you might state your specific purpose as just like this: I want to explain the three major steps in the evolution of the computer. So in here, you are trying to explain how does the computer evolve. Okay, what are the changes from the old times and to the up to the modern times. Next, we also have the process speech, where you could state your specific purpose as just like this: I want to explain how to perform a soccer style play kick. Okay, so you are trying to explain here, or specify about how are you going to perform a soccer style. If you can notice on these in these given examples, okay, it has the same of verb being used. Okay, if you can see, to explain, on the expository speech, to explain the three major steps, and then the second one is to explain how to perform. So as what I'm trying to say here, okay, it has the same verb, but it goes deeper. Okay, because in the expository writing, the verb explained here is being used for specific purposes, while the other one is I used for a process speech. Okay, in the sense that in the expository speech, it says that there are only set. Okay, it has already a set major steps in the evolution of the computer, meaning to say there are no other set. Okay, or there are no other um, steps in the evolution of the computer aside from the three major steps being presented. While in the other one, in the process of speech, you could see here the I want to explain how to perform a soccer style place kick. So in performing, or in explaining how to perform a soccer, there are many strategies that you could still engage on, aside from the prescribed steps, okay, as to how you are going to perform soccer. Next, We also have gathering information. Okay, the more convincingly you can show your listeners that you know about your topic, okay, the more likely they are to pay attention and to more remember what you are trying to say. Okay, and of course, in gathering an information, you have to be very careful because there are a lot of resources that are not contributing to uh, what you are trying to convey to the people. Especially this is an informative speech. You just look into the sources which are genuinely true, okay, and appropriate to the audience, okay, in or so that your audience could give attention to as to how you are delivering and what you are delivering to them. Okay, and then to locate more information, you can make use of the library information, the credible internet sources, okay, and interviews with knowledgeable people. Okay, this is a fact. um, if you really wanted to give an adequate or a fact information to the people, you could come up with interviews with knowledgeable people about a certain topic that you wanted to convey. Okay, always cite your sources so that we can avoid plagiarism. Next, preparing your introduction. Okay, your introduction should of course attract the audience's attention, focus attention on the subject, and gain the audience's goodwill. Okay, let's discuss them one by one. As it says here, attract the audience's attention. So how are you going to start your speech? Okay, of course, with your introduction, you are going to put a catchy words, okay, or even a quotation, a question mark, which definitely requires the audience to think and of course to pay attention. Okay, that's one. If you have started your speech with motivational speech, or you have started your speech with a question that you could probably answer on the body or on the conclusion, then that's good. Okay, because you are allowing your audience to think and to use their mind during the delivery of your speech. Okay, then focus attention on the subject. Okay, as what I'm trying to say a while back, do not go beyond the topic, and then gain the audience's goodwill. Okay, remember, this is to inform. Okay, you are not here, you are not there to impress the people, but you are there to express, okay, to let them know about the topic. Organizing the body. Yeah, this is just a very simple one. There are several ways to, of course, organize the body of your speech. Number one is chronologically. So what does it mean when you say chronologically? This is details and events in the order in the order in which they occur in time. Okay, this method is good for informing about histories of topics. When we say chronologically, it is organized, it is arranged. Okay, so it has the first argument, the second argument, the third argument, up to the last premises. Okay, next, we also have organizing a topical order. Okay, in a topical order, a topic is broken down into its parts and then arranged in an order determined by the speaker and stated in the specific purpose. Like, I want to explain the three major types of extrasensory perception. Okay, this is a topical order. So you wanted to explain. Okay, this is your specific purpose. I want to explain the three major types of extrasensory perception. So you have there your one, your one, the second, and of course the third one. Okay, this is of course chronologically arranged. Okay, one type is telepathy. telepathy rather, and then the second type is the clairvoyant ano to, clairvoyance, and the third one is precognition. Okay, so this is a topical order. Next one is the climatic order. Okay, arranges items according to their order of importance, usually starting with the least important and ending with the most. Okay, how are we going to do this? Let's try to look into. Okay, the specific purpose could be, I want to explain the 3 requirements for being a good football coach. Okay, again, this is a climatic order. Your specific purpose could be, I want to explain 3 requirements for being a good football coach. Okay, so you have there, a good coach recognizes raw talent, of course. Yes, and then more important, a coach should understand the mechanics of the sports. You cannot coach if you do not know about something about the play, or about the game. You should the coach being the coach, you should have a background knowledge or a schema about that game. Okay, you should understand the mechanics. And then most importantly, a good coach must be able to motivate a player to do his best. Okay, so when your player is dismayed or discouraged, okay, when they got lost or when they failed on a certain a competition, being the coach, of course, you need to encourage them to keep fighting and to strive more, okay, and to be strong in their competitions. Next, we also have the cause and effect order. Information is arranged to show causes or conditions and the effects or results of those conditions. Okay, so this is a very simple, you're just looking into, or you are just informing the people about the cause and effect. Okay, information is arranged to show causes, okay, or conditions. Let's try to discuss them. Okay, so your specific purpose, of course, is I want to explain. Okay, this is a fill in a blank. This happens, what is happening, or what is the subject. So this happens on when this event happened. Okay, so you are already asking the date, and of course you are already putting here or citing here already the cost, okay, about what had happened. Okay, and of course the result, and the result is this. Okay, so in these by these guide questions, okay, or these guide statements could really help you as to how you are going to present a cause and effect, okay, writing or a speech, particularly in informative speech. Remember your audience to, of course, consider who you are speaking to, and their level of familiarity with the topic you are speaking about. Avoid using technical details and terms that are meaningful only to an expert. Okay, so being, of course, you consider yourself as the speaker. Okay, you look into the level of familiarity of your audience. Are they understanding what you are trying to say in front? Do they understand, or did they understand what are the words that you have uttered? Did you use a layman's term, or you use a very technical words that the people, or your audience rather, could never understand about it? So remember again, when you are trying to speak, or when you are trying to deliver a speech, you need to express, not to impress the people. Okay, avoid using technical details and terms. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say a while back. If you are using jargons, then definitely you are not expressing, you are impressing the people, because in the first place they did not understand what you are trying to say. So if possible, you can make use of the layman's term. When I say layman's term, these are just simple words, okay, that could probably understood by anyone. Next, we also have be memorable. You can use a number of methods and devices to help your audience understand and remember the information you are presenting. So I have here the mnemonic devices. When we say mnemonic devices, this is remembering devices. Okay, so it helps your memory by providing easy to remember associations. Okay, so we cited an example here. We have the HOMES, or homes. Okay, to remember the names of the 5 Great Lakes, the Huron, or Ontario, the Michigan, and the Erie, and of course the Super. You can also make use of the fun boys. Okay, when we say fun boys, these are the for and nor, but, or, yet, so. These are our conjunctions that could definitely be used in any of our writing or in any of our speeches. Okay, they are helpful as they serve as our connectors in our first statement, the second statement, and of course the third statement, as it helps us to filter our discussion. Next, we also have the audiovisual materials. These are used by the speaker, of course, to present dynamically uh, the subject matter, okay, or the topic. Okay, he or she makes use of the charts, the diagrams, the photographs, the graph maps. Okay, so clarify a point and help an audience to remember important material. It's very important that your audience could really appreciate presenters or even speakers to make use of these audiovisual materials, because it catches their attention. They could lend their ears, they could lend their eyes, okay, as to what you are trying to convey in front. Next, we also have the demonstration, essential for purposes of speeches. Okay, this is good a strategy when you are delivering a speech. You are demonstrating while you are speaking. Okay, you can make use of different gestures, okay, in order for your audience to easily understand, of course, what's your topic about. This is simply demonstrating for audience the purpose that you are describing. Okay, the first speech. Okay, we have this is your activity. Okay, you can write a speech, okay, at least 3 to 5 minutes in length. Okay, and then you should ask yourself, okay, have I selected and limited an appropriate topic? Okay, these are the questions that you need not to forget in, of course, in creating your informative speech. Have I clearly stated a specific purpose? Okay. Have I gathered information about a variety of sources? Does the topic relate to my audience? Number 4, give attention to this. Okay, you look into the level of familiarity of your audience. Who are your audience? Okay, is your audience literate? Okay, is your audience a professional, or are your audiences, okay, are from the grade school or from the basic education? Okay, if you have already notice your audience, okay, you start brainstorming already of what topic you are going to engage to or speak about. Then ask yourself, is the material well organized? Is the information new or does it offer new insights? Okay, these are very important. Did I use helpful devices and audiovisual materials? Okay, because there are presenters or speakers that are not using appropriate or useful devices. They can make use of the Manila paper or the cartonilla itself, but the writings there are not visible to the audience. Okay, so you have to look into these write-ups, okay, or these materials, devices that can aid you in presenting it. Does the introduction spark my audience's interest in learning more about my topic? Okay, you try to look into this. Consider these four questions. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and of course for watching this video presentation. Okay, I hope everyone is still interested and learning amidst the COVID-19. Thank you and God bless. We'll see you again in our next discussion. Goodbye.